This is CBS 8 News Live at 5.
Scorching temperatures across our county, including record-setting heat in downtown, where we were in the 90s.
Yeah.
Is it February?
Is it February? I'm new here. Is this what February
This is not February. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Steve Price.
And I'm Kirsten Holmes. The winter heat wave has San Diegans cranking up the AC and hitting the beach. I want to go there, too.
We are going to get to that in a minute. But first, let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Sean Stiles for a look at what happened today and what we can expect tomorrow. Sean?
Steve, Kirsten. Now, last week I told you it was going to stay hot into the weekend. You probably said, oh, come on, Sean. Could it last that long? Yeah, it did. And look at the temperatures today, the records that were broken. Downtown San Diego, 91, 90 in Escondido and Ramona at 85, 89, tied a record in El Cajon. And you can see that these were pretty long-standing records with the exception of 2015 and 2016. So some very warm temperatures here. This heat advisory stays in place from Southern California all the way up into the Los Angeles basin. So folks watching the big game tomorrow are going to say, you got to be kidding me. Could it be the warmest Super Bowl ever? We'll talk about that in just a minute. But temperatures, as I said, stay warm, but not as warm as today, but still toasty. Then we see a cool down and transition into, dare I say, a chance of rain, some moderate to heavy showers. Tomorrow inland 89, 82, and then also a chance of showers as we get into Tuesday. We'll talk about the big picture in just a bit.
All right, so as you heard Sean say it there, it is hot, and people are definitely taking advantage.
CBS 8's Heather Hope headed out to our local beaches, and she definitely was not alone out there. She also talked with lifeguards about how to safely beat the heat if you're planning to soak up this mid-February sun.
This heat wave definitely bringing out big crowds to the beach. La Jolla Shores in February looking like a hot summer day in July. San Diego lifeguards assure they are staffed up.
This is where the rubber meets the road for your lifeguards.
Increasing their beach patrols while just using the same amount of normal winter staffing. San Diego lifeguards say they are making do with about 5 to 7 lifeguards, including a supervisor per tower.
Any day where we're met with challenges with crowds and heat, lifeguards then, like I said, we rely on our fundamentals. It's adequate. You will see lifeguards patrolling more often, making more rescues.
Despite a packed parking lot at La Jolla Shores to packed places to sit on the sand, people kept flocking to the ocean.
Today is wonderful. It looks like it's summer.
It doesn't feel like February, does it?
The sweltering temperatures had many seeking a cool down in the water.
Water temperatures hovering between 58 and 60 degrees, and as you can see, it hasn't deterred most people from getting into that water.
In addition to packing patients, Marine Safety Lieutenant Lonnie Stevens says pack this as well.
Bring plenty of water, bring that shade structure, wear sunscreen.
The tides were low, but rip currents remained a danger for swimmers.
Because of the crowds and uptick in rescues, you add more people, that increases the statistics for rescue activity.
One surfer from Switzerland enjoyed catching a few waves.
That was pretty good today. Waves were great. Weather is perfect.
The nearly 80-degree weather is a winter dream that Marcella Jack says he will boast about to his friends in Europe.
We're probably stuck in the snow, so they should not see this video. They should not watch this news.
A beach day in February made for a fun activity for the Rivera family from Chula Vista.
This is incredible to be able to have this weather here. I mean, we see other people freezing.
Lifeguards say there have not been major issues to prompt them to call in additional lifeguards to help with the heat wave crowds.
We've been monitoring that, and it hasn't been yet, no.
And with more hot temperatures expected tomorrow, lifeguards say they anticipate even larger crowds on Super Bowl Sunday, as many see a day at the beach as a good alternative for those who don't plan on watching the big game. Steve, Kirsten.
Tell you, no relief, though, out on the beach today. It was still super hot out there.
It was.
All right, in other news, the brother of a man who was shot and killed yesterday afternoon in Lakeside is in police custody tonight. He's charged with murder.
Yeah, the shooting happened around 4:30 Friday afternoon on Moreno Avenue near the Lakeside Equestrian Park. Police found one man who had been shot and another with stab wounds. The gunshot victim, 32-year-old Derek Edwards, died at the hospital, and his brother, 27-year-old Brian Edwards, was also taken to the hospital where he was arrested this morning. He will remain there until he's medically cleared to be booked in jail. Detectives are working to piece together what led to that stabbing and the shooting. And investigators are looking into the cause of a fire that burned down a vacant house in Encanto late last night. It was reported around 10:30 at Evelyn Street and Broadway. The house was fully engulfed in flames by the time firefighters got there, and they were unable to find any victims before the roof collapsed. 4 people were seen running away from that fire, and police were able to detain 2 for questioning, but so far we haven't learned of any arrests. And county leaders are urging San Diegans to love your heart this Valentine's Day. On Friday, they kicked off the Love Your Heart Week of Action to get the word out on how to take better care of your ticker. That includes free blood pressure screenings from now until February 20th, like this one that was held today at the Islamic Center in El Cajon. Heart disease is the 2nd leading cause of death in San Diego County. So to find a screening center near you, visit CBS8.com and click on the Help button.
Well, it is a Super Bowl weekend. It is Super Bowl weekend, I should say. And for some, the party is going to be in full swing before kickoff tomorrow afternoon. But partying a little too much this weekend, it could mean big trouble for you and other drivers. We give you that reminder every year to not drink and drive. And every year, though, CHP still makes arrests of impaired drivers. CBS 8's Tim Blodgett spoke with the CHP about staying safe on the roads this Super Bowl weekend.
It's Super Bowl weekend, which means DUIs will be on the rise. We spoke with CHP about what they're doing to keep our roadways safe. Tomorrow marks the big game between the LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. The most anticipated game of the year means friends from all over will be getting together, laying out the chips and dip, and of course, crack open a few beers. The Super Bowl is one of the most popular quote-unquote drinking holidays in the United States, and NFL fans coming and going from house parties and bars means some of them will be driving impaired.
People start drinking earlier, getting to bars so they can watch the game, so they'll be there earlier, start drinking earlier. So we tend to see a lot more DUIs coming and going from pregame kickoff to postgame.
Salvador Castro is a public information officer for the California Highway Patrol. He says this weekend in particular is among the busiest for CHP. Extra officers will be on the freeways to catch those who have been drinking and driving.
Last year, statewide, we arrested 229 people during Super Bowl Sunday. So we're trying to get those numbers down and also to reduce the amount of deaths.
Castro reiterated that even if you think you're okay to drive, you'd be endangering people's lives on the freeway and could pay the price if you get caught.
First one, you're looking at about $15,000. Now, if you injure or kill somebody, now you're looking at more severe penalties. You're looking now at prison time and felony on your record.
So if you and your buddies are thinking of enjoying a few cold ones during the game, Castro reminds us that fans don't let other fans drink and drive.
It only takes a second to turn your life around. There's public transportation, there's rideshare services, anything that gets you to your destination safely. We always are gonna give you that message to do that.
Tim Blodgett, CBS 8.